Welcome back everyone to Controller. So we are gonna head to the investigation sector and we are gonna be checking out the Alan Wake DLC today, and we're gonna get that ball rolling, see what it's all about. Very excited for it. I haven't played Alan Wake. I've seen a little bit of others play it. So I don't know if this is going to contain any spoilers. I'm probably going to, like, obviously not make the connection between, like, some of the stuff that pops up. There's just, like, a PSA, I guess. But yeah, so we need to check out the... Oh yeah, I actually want to... Now a little bit of time has passed. Maybe just check in with Emily quickly to see if she's got any new information. Doesn't look like it.
I've looked through the docs we found in Dimensional Research. That slide projector is extremely powerful.
Yeah.
You were right to shut it down.
Okay. HRA failure?
So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
That explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things.
Yeah, you were calling out Jesse.
I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay, which I'm guessing must be...
me.
Yeah.
You. Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that.
I think that's...
Just glad you're here with me. That's good to know. Thanks, Emily.
I think that's like how a lot of people felt like we're never gonna understand this. Like, we're not.
When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Well, empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. The fact that he hid those forces from me, it's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
I think Dr. Darling's
was just trying
dead.
to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Fuck that. I'm not a child. Like, don't just assume I'm going to consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
Which it all was, of course.
I do like
Well, I've
Emily.
got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
God, don't call me ma'am.
Please.
There haven't been any hiss sightings in the Ocean View Hotel.
Okay, so yeah, we'll go across. We'll go to the elevator. See what this is all about. So, investigation sector. So we did already get like a little bit of a cutscene, which actually I might play that once we get down here. So let's just quickly play that, refresh our memories. Okay, here we go.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there. A presence. Jesse Faden could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place. Phaedon was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this.
So he's
Phaedon
writing this
paused to
story?
feel it. The force at play here. It was changing things around her, subtle, trying to make her act. Phaedon didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the hiss. So it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away. And made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Phaedon sensed a drowning man. A man desperate to escape. She sensed something else too. A hunger in the dark. Not unlike the hostile resonance. Waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation Sector. Phaedon pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
Is this the same? I don't know. Is that the same actor? Like, is that the same Alan Wake? I can't tell. But I feel like if I did play Alan Wake, I'd be pretty much like the same level as confused as playing this. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's that. So we should be able to. Oh, it is dark as well. Alan, why did you have to make it dark? Oh, there. Thanks, Alan.
Hello? Anyone here?
Guess not.
Okay, missing agents. Mr. Kirkland, here our latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Okay, Jonathan, Ezra, Caroline, Lindsay, Charles, Derek. Letters of condolence will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families, so you will be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not yet archived. And the only hard copies of reports exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid. 2017.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the bureau.
Does it? Darling investigation. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darlin, head of research. Despite the accounts of anonymous something regarding inhumane treatment of a something currently housed in the bureau, of an entity maybe? Our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of something sector, dimensional research sector, don't know, personnel seem to be wholly unaware of any such something entity contained there. One something confirmed the something's code name to be Hedron, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the Dimensional Research Wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities will warrant humane treatment. But this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling. We do recommend an investigation into dimensional research. Maybe? That could have all been wrong, like my little blanks. Okay, so Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files and bright falls, specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some proper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm wanting to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. It sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with a writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy. Gleason. Okay, we've got a power core. Staffing issue. Mr. Dennis, so yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby is meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. There's a lot of law. Resignation letter. To it's Kirkland. To whom it may concern, it is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Bureau. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department. Something my staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than words I've put. I blame this situation on our who has routinely ignored my requests for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging us to open that fire break. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. That has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. The director, maybe? God, there's so much reading. Tractor. We haven't seen a tractor, have we? And we haven't got the procedures for it either. No, miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burr. Okay, male. 33-year-old man found dead on his property per police reports. Remains obtained for coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Okay, blunt force injuries to the head, lacerations left ear cheek, blunt force injuries extremities, dislocation of the right knee, complete avulsion of the upper right extremity with associated fracture of the proximal right humerus, extensive trauma, abdominal region, complete avulsion of multiple organs including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine, all missing from the scene because of a tractor, right? Conclusion is my opinion that Mr. Burr's death is not the result of a mechanical accident as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with animal attack. Animal tractor? There's something through there as well. We can't move this. Okay. Keystone inspection. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on the Groom Morale's desertion issue. We didn't find any signs of them here. Given their records, it is possible they've switched teams like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Groom and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished in thin air and must be the ordinary case, but that was just adults if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We noticed through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. Two overlapping circles with a dot in the shared space could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off and maybe get the comms guys working on a cover story. Let's have a look at our map. Where are we? Okay. It's kind of a big floor down here. Oh my god, so much reading. Ethics investigation, okay. The prime candidate program, okay. Authorization from Miss Kirkland internal investigation was launched into the legality of the prime candidate program by Federal Bureau. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic something and something and something were brought into the oldest house and placed under something examination and testing at the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. So they're on about like Dylan. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic something apparent naturally inclined people. Not only is this a breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human whatever. This investigation team is unequivocally the prime candidate and recommends that it be terminated immediately. Here's attractive procedures. So it's not in the bureau. Okay. Frank elk tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls and unmanned locomotion, considered highly aggressive and dangerous. And you don't know where this thing is? The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Brett, owner of the farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on the scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Miss Brett beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panic calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. Three agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Okay, speaking to the missus, earlier revealed that she had a domestic altercation. Okay, with the guy earlier in the night. Okay, whether these events are connected is currently unknown. Maybe it's a lady, maybe she's the tractor. Okay, so we need a power thing up here. Can we get it from here?
Now that gate should open.
Okay, cool. I think that's everything in here. We're about to get attacked. Didn't think I'd finished looking around here though. Yeah, I just want to just keep looking around. In case I've missed anything. So it seems like there's a lot of stuff lying about. Cauldron leak. Okay. It happened again third time this year. Something certainly has it out for us. Something, it could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough. But why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got Bureau Tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on something like if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share the info with the investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this something hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Okay. Director investigation. pre-authorization from Miss Kirkland was launched into the something of a director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in something witnessed in a change in behavior witnessed in the director Trench, including aggressive when something with other staff has been observed. Okay, so this is obviously after like he got corrupted. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notably, something between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous bureau stress tensions, maybe. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest the arguments center around the dimensional research wing and the entity kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench is something as anything more than interpersonal disagreement. Okay. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any something, and that his fitness to lead is not in question. I think he should have been. My god, so much files. Underhill background, okay. Dr. Freya Underhill is a professional at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology. Yeah, she did have a very thick English accent. With a focus on botany, Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in research sector of the oldest house. What do you mean once worked? She's still here though, right? She served with no instance or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Wait, what happened? Dr. Underhill has no known connection to paracriminal organizations of any record of breaching her NDAs since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution. Okay. So she left and like came back for the mold. You can't jump over that, Jesse. I need some house remnants actually. Official warning. Oh, from Trench. Kirkland, I am growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen? Holding a dangerous specimen in investigations, the containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now, and don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. There is worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The prime candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. You are a worm. There it is. Okay, so we should be able to, I think we've looked in all places, so specimen escape. Okay, A49. The purpose of internal investigation, blah blah blah, is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI1 that resulted in the deaths of however many agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. The investigators suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Can you imagine if it was Alan Wake? This specimen. Technicians were able to recover the researcher's notes on the specimen from the internal network on the something of something The specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggression, cross-referencing the date with various logs found early to events inconsistent with this sector's daily routine. The air filters were changed an hour prior to the incident as civilian named Alice entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. Given their connection to the same AWE case, it is likely that Mrs. Something's presence is relevant to this person's escape and the Something investigation ongoing. Okay, well, we have a control point.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Well, Jesse, we've been reading that there's something happened. Have we not? Blessed organization. Okay. This group individualized operated outside the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. Okay, that was the movie thing, right? In 1994, Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Bless Repair and Service was suspected of involvement of an objective power case or perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any person believed to be involved in the Blessed organization. Oh. Looks like we're going back to the motel, guys. Oh.
Do we know each other?
Hi.
This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
Are you here in the motel then?
Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Nine Springs. Dr. Darlin.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Writing?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen him.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
I have no idea.
And Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Oh, good. What's happening? What's happening? Stop. Stop this. This is a little spooky, actually. It'd be good. This just got really spooky. Oh god. Oh god. I feel like I'm about to get jump scared.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. A resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Okay. Can you please not write something that's gonna attack Jesse, please, Alan?
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work. This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay, violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC, brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound. A resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Okay. Okay, I didn't realize we were going into a horror game. Let's see what's at the other side. I do enjoy going through the motel. I'm assuming we can't get through just directly here then. No. Okay, it's not this way. Did you just need to carry on going down? I've got this blood. Where are we? Okay. Atty, is this a sign of Atty?
abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
We are gonna find out, Jesse. We are gonna find out. I'll probably get scared. It's still code 4. Beep beep. Why are things floating like that? Uh-huh. I don't like that.
That doesn't look like a house shift. Do I even want to know?
Nah, probably not, you know. Okay. What is happening down here? Shelter? Weird. Oh. Melee? God, I never use melee. Okay, finding and processing. I was like, I think something just spawned in. It did. I've got PS on. Okay. Friend. Get him, friend. Okay, I think I just killed my friend. Did you see that? In the background, like that fighting thing? That tripped him up. There you go.
Of course, the Hiss are already in here.
Of course they are, Jesse. Let me put on... I forgot we were doing challenges. Let's put on... Let's just put grip back on. Foot gossip. My feet gossip at night and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely me. Okay. It's the sincerely me part that's funny. My feet are gossiping. That would be quite annoying. Now I have to wear shoes to bed. That tickled me, that did. Hartman arrest. Okay. Alan Wink. Yeah. Victims. Officer name. Charges kidnapping of altered individuals. Altered individuals. Sanctions against altered organizations. Obstruction of bureau investigation. Breaching the Ash Act 6. Okay, offenders' property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with it. So, is Hartman going to be the entity thing? Okay, with the ongoing AWE investigations, the offenders' personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each except the Anderson brothers due to their senility and Awake possibly deceased. Yeah. Can we not? Can we? Let me in. I want in. Maybe we can break this wall? Yes. Hidden location. Oh, it's just this. Shoot a dodge. Okay. I look at this plant. Definitely not being looked after. Okay. Let's go. So we're trying to get to Firebreak, right? Service tunnel.
This
What is this?
darkness is blocking the door. So now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows.
Aim a powerful like this. Oh, I have to hold it. Okay.
Light burns it away, huh? Makes sense.
Yeah, isn't that in Alan Wake he has a torch or whatever? For like the enemies. Oh god, that shadow scared me. Okay. Is this mold? Uh-huh. We should be able to get in here though. Okay, mold people about to. Got this loads in here. Is that all of them? Was this like a little side quest? I don't see any more. Ah, there's one here. There's another one here. Are they coming back? I feel like they're coming back. I'm gonna get out of here before more people start appearing. Like that one little segment, the room that we went in and that got overrun by mold people. Oh, we're in here. We're in the tunnel. Clog? Oh my god, did you see him? No, he had gangly arms and legs. Don't like that. Did you see it? Are we gonna have to... Well, we're gonna have to fight that thing, aren't we? Do you need to come with me? Do you think there's something around here?
There you go. Doesn't that feel better?
What? The light?
Welcome back to the land of the living, little buddy.
Ah. So we need to do that to the other one. Well, I'm not going back right now. Because I'm not sure if... I'm assuming that was part of a side quest. So maybe we'll leave that here. Yeah, I'm assuming that was part of a side quest, so I'll just leave it until we pick it up.
The sound made darker, the darkness made louder.
Can you stop making it dark, please, Alan?
Like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now we crashed out of darkness toward Phaeton.
No, stop. Alan, don't write that. Do not write that. Please, stop. Don't write things like that.
The resonance carves its way through the thing that had been Artman, vibrating, remolding. The sound changes the darkness, and the darkness changes the sound. They both changed what remained of Artman. They all turned into something else. A third thing. The sound made darker. The darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched. Stretched as anyone when seen from out of time, like a worm through time. Almost an Ouroboros, a spiral, a maelstrom. The gravity well of a black hole.
Why are you writing this, Alan?
Tightening, taking you deeper and deeper to the bottom, the heart, and through to the other side. The third thing said, when you hear this, you will know you're a new you. He said, we build you till nothing remains. He said, under the conceptual reality, behind this reality, you must want these waves to drag you away. He said, baby.
I don't want that.
Baby, yeah. Orange peel.
Orange peel.
The third thing was a monster. He'd tear apart any ordinary person crossing his path. Now he crouched out of darkness toward Faden.
Don't write that. Just don't write that.
Ordinary about Faden.
Right? Faden had a leisurely stroll down and everything was absolutely fine and nothing came out of the darkness at her. Everything was fine. Hartman was found, he just got a little lost, but he was fine, normal. Don't be putting stuff like that. No. I'm taking this with me. Okay, there's a few things in here. The shadow. I don't like this. I don't like the sound of this. Okay, aka the shadow is an aggressive something consisting of 3 known types. Type A, localized manifestations of sentient something capable of occupying organic and inorganic material, as well as exerting something over its surroundings. Type B, shaded individuals. Human bodies are by the shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive, but do seem to retain something of their previous selves. Research is ongoing as to whether their condition is reversible. C, shaded objects, similar to type B, except that inanimate objects are something solely to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals, which may imply a shared link to something intelligence. The threat this entity possesses warrants immediate exploration of offensive and defensive measures. The investigation sector is being outfitted with additional lighting sources, some internally powered, to prepare for an event of something.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
So you said in the Warren report that he's being like arrested on account of kidnapping an entity, right? So is Alan Wake actually like an entity? Eagle Limited submarine. This is at AWE. A train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to have been the work of a paracriminal group known as Blessed, maybe? As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of their cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or the direct result of a sabotage. The Bureau had been tracking said group at the time, and the intel gathered suggested an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, a response team on site was able to respond to the train accident site within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigation of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when entered. This individual car was secured and transported to investigation sector for further studies. Okay, right? I would still like you to come with me. Okay. Okay. We have light. Jesus. Okay, we can. Fire wound. Yeah. Stop that. Don't. You know, I can play too. Jesse, I can't see though. Okay, do you need some help though? Excuse me, coming through. Coming through for help. Stop that. Okay. I didn't panic then.
Agent Fisher, day 6 inside the motel.
Oh.
Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance. Even fingerprint powder on the front desk. Results are varying at best. But mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell go and ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one there. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think... Wait, shh. There's something. I gotta get this. Gotta get the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate. Okay, there we go.
Anything?
All right, that was faint, but I definitely heard movement coming from the hallway.
Okay.
I think I might have finally caught one. Ha! The recording better work this time, or I swear to God I'll... What? Hello? Who's there? Oh, shit. I'm with the FBC. Move away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
What's happening? Was that it? It's not stopped yet though. Maybe that was it. Auntie!
The air in here is getting bad. The vents, they are full of mold shit. It's not good for you. headache, nausea, moodland, depression. But how can you tell when you are offended? Helvetin home. Nykyisin saatana pääsee eroon.
Okay.
The plants in here have died standing up. Lighten them up.
Ah, more plants.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's go make some more friends.
New day, same old bloody city. The old place. Like tar but good for nothing. Get rid of it.
Okay. So keep an eye out for plants. We did see one where that wall was. Maybe we'll head back there just because we know that that's there.
Reminder, all employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral dives do not accumulate overtime compensation. Thank you for your attention.
Wow, Reed, smart us doing the work in the toilet as well. Okay, yeah, so the abandoned offices. I didn't know whether it was in abandoned offices. I didn't think it was that far back, was it? Interrogation complaint. Agent Hewitt. Hewitt, haven't we heard from Hewitt before? So you put me on a desk just because I did the thing I was hired to do, my job. Want to know what I call that? Yes. Asking us to interrogate the scum without using words like altered items, IAWs, or para-criminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life, and I've heard some stupid things. They already know the facts. Hell, they know just as much as us, if not more, and they get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around our words, trying not to leak classified terminology. They already know the terminology. If you think pulling me off the case will stop me, then think again. That piece of shit blew up those tracks. He killed those people all to make a train turn altered. We have him dead to rights, and you need to let me back in that interrogation cell so I can get him to flip on his buddies. These people are terrorists and deserve to be treated as such. This won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension to see if that slows me down. Oh. Where did my light go? Black market. Black Market Hub specializes in the trade of occult talismans, relics, and other assorted ceremonial objects, as well as genuine, altered, and paranatural materials. Was raided in Czech Republic by a team of special investigators. Unsuccessful attempts by suspects to escape using altered items resulted in numerous casualties and prevented the Bureau from questioning all participants. The following interrogations revealed that not only is there a vast network of these retailers, but they seem to be gathering information on altered items and other paranatural materials from sources unknown to the Bureau. The Bureau's concern here is threefold. There is a growing underground market for paranatural materials, which implies a growing awareness of their existence among a niche group of the general public. These criminal individuals do not seem aware of their items' paranatural powers, and their attempts to activate them could prove devastating if done in populated areas. The motivation of these collectors are largely unknown. Did we go in this one? We didn't. Okay. NASA. Following the NASA-FBC Coordination Agreement of 72, the Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on our research, including the Black Rock Lightning now found in our space-faring vessels. In return, all data gathered during space missions is made available for Bureau researchers to analyze. Recently, certain individuals have raised the concern that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. A thorough examination of the costs accrued by both organizations has shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the Something far outweighs any spending related to the processing and delivery of black rock. From its medium Earth orbit, the something will provide the Bureau with an unparalleled resource for remotely monitoring and photographing AWE sites. A resource that would be lost if the partnership ends. It is the opinion of the committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance. Okay, yeah, let's go, because I feel like I'm gonna forget about it, so I want to go back and just like get that plant. Oh, there's one here too. Okay, I wonder why there was like a bunch of lights in there. Well, that's one, and then where do we knock that door down? Is this one? No. Okay, well, he's gonna have to wait a minute. Oh god, what are you doing up here? No, what are you doing up here? No, what are you doing up here? No, 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 you should be down in the Foundation and the Foundation only. Foundation and Foundation only, no, up here. Okay. Where is it? I hate this stupid thing so wrong. Maybe it's spawning more stuff in Jeebus. Stop. Okay. Okay, that's everyone. Where did my torch go? Okay, yeah. God, no, they should be in the Foundation and the Foundation only. Oh, we have to break this wall again? Will this work? Yes. Okay, so there should be another one. Somewhere. Maybe just like out in the open. That would be nice. And then I have like destroyed this area. And there is a thing here though. Launch speed boost. Are you the last one here? Yes. Okay. And just throw the thing at it. Okay, let's go back. So that's where we did the mold. So that's one mold thing down. And then yeah, probably one more. AW loaded bow, I haven't got there yet. Anything for you, Atty. Anything for you. Ah, good boy, Atty. Okay, so operations corridor. Okay. I'm coming, Polaris. I've just got slightly distracted.
I don't feel right. Something in this darkness is draining me.
Okay, so we won't go there. Okay. Yeah, I need a... empty. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Nice. Okay, so now maybe if we go through the corridor, what's it called? Active investigations. Maybe we can go through with this. Maybe. Does this help? Okay, so we need... We need some power cores. Can we go in here? We can't actually go in here. Safety light. Keeping this with me.
Shit. Now what?
Oh my god.
What is that?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Elevator, time to go.
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate.
Ah, no, no, no.
So you don't like
Get it.
the light. I can use that.
Oh god. Oh god, where did it go? No, 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 no. I was trying to get the power core. Okay. I was trying to get the power core. No, 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 no. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Do you not like... I keep throwing it away. And I can't pick it up. I can't pick it up. Okay. Okay, okay. I'm gonna die. Because I'm panicking. Can you... Go away? This is freaking scary. It's just... Yes. Okay. 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 God, he's freaking spooky as anything. Okay. Stop, stop, stop. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't... Definitely like it. Where? Ah, there. Okay. Guys, I don't like it. It's scary. Oh, that is horrible. Okay. Okay. I'm holding my breath. Okay. Okay. Okay, not. He's so freaky. Okay. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. We're gonna have to fight him properly, aren't we? Look at him. Yeah, he's escaping. I don't like that.
Yeah, how do you like that?
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That was horrible. Hartman. Dr. Emil Hartman is an academic psychotherapist that owned and operated a recovery center in Something, WA, focused on the treatment of artists struggling with creative blocks and other mental disorders. Publicly, Hartman's treatment center seemed unremarkable in its methods and purpose. Privately, however, Dr. Hartman was abusing his patients in order to utilize any latent something abilities they may possess with the aim of shaping something to his own benefit, which has earned him a Class 2 paracriminal designation. Okay. Reality through artistic mediums, Steve. Okay. Investigation has proven that Dr. Hartman's illegal endeavors were conducted alone. After being approached by the Bureau during the something investigation, he disclosed no remorse or intention to cease his actions. Dr. Hartman was taken into custody, evaluated, and released something months later, having been deemed a negligible threat. His medical license has been permanently revoked. Okay, I think he's a bit of a threat now. Okay. God, that was horrible. God, that was so freaky. I see you up here. How? Can we... Okay, there we go. This is a little bit tricky to get. And now the thing's not popping up. Weird. Okay. Ocean Motel observation report. Okay, an excursion into the motel discovered a previously unseen door in the lobby hallway. The door featured a spiral-shaped marking. Okay, similar to the other doors, it is locked and cannot be forced open. So this is Alan's door. Alice Wake, a person of interest in the Bible's AWE, and the former wife of missing author Alan Wake, contacted Agent Shah and Dempsey of the investigation sector using the phone number given to her in 2010 in accordance with civilian outreach protocols. The call resulted in Miss Wake being brought into the Oldest house for an in-person interview. Okay, the excursion occurred later that same day. Determining whether this was a basic synchronicity event, if Alice Wake is responsible for its appearance, or if the door itself relates to AWE 35, is paramount. She should be returned to the Oldest house. Okay. Possibly even taken into the motel itself to confirm if any other changes occur.
Brian Hennerman, 21 years old, resident of Southern Texas.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I really don't understand why I'm here.
You know what you did, Mr. Hennerman.
I do?
Tell me about Delivery Disaster.
The movie? I mean, it wasn't very good.
That's not what your review said, but we'll come back to that. Tell me where you got the movie from.
Movie night with a K, not an N, not night like nighttime, but...
Who contacted you? Who told you to review that film?
No one. I just did it because it looked obscure. I didn't even like the movie. I shouldn't have given such a high score, but reviewing obscure films makes you look smart. And I thought if I looked smart, I would get listeners. My podcast would take off and I could move out of my parents' basement and maybe even go to college and get a film degree like I've always wanted to. I swear. I swear, I swear, I swear.
Okay, the kid doesn't know shit. I'm ending the session.
Poor guy. Okay. Just gonna have another look around just in case I've missed anything else because I was too scared. Running around.
Arcade machines.
Variety from a complete games.
Shin? Shoe. Whatever.
Sure. Goal of crowd control is to survive. Jeebus. Oh my god, okay. I would look at my health though. Okay, well we're going well. Oh god, it's one of theirs. It's one of theirs. died straight away. Look at my health though. I had like no health. Weird. Okay, I see. That's kind of fun. I didn't know they had like a little mini games like that in here. Okay, now I've got full health. I can't try it again. Yeah. How long do we have to survive for though? Oh, you're spawning over there now, are you? Freeze still. Yes. Maybe try and get a few friends. Okay. Oh. Okay. Pew pew. This. Okay, that's friend. Okay. Can we get you as friend? Okay. Friend. Okay. Friend. Friend? There we go. Okay. Where are we at? People? Hello. Okay. There's a node. Doesn't matter about the node, can still kill them with launch. Node, where are you? You're not Node. Where did the node go? Is it still in here? Where did it go? Rude. Think. Stop. Friend? I still hate. Okay. Friend? Nope. Stop. Ah, we could have had him as a friend. That would have been good. I am right out in the open here. Friend? Friend. Okay. Oh god, there's could we get this guy as a friend? If he's... I don't think we can. I think he's too big. Yeah, I think his health is too big. Oh god. Where is it? Where did it go? Okay, out. Okay. Ah! But how long? How many hordes? No. Oh my god, what is that? What is that? What is that? What was that? Okay. Don't kill it! Okay. Yeah, what is the thing up there? You guys take care of that. Oh, it's what it is. I think my two friends just died. We can have this. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'd rather have yours, friend. Thank you. Okay, get him. Okay. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Ow. You can't all three gang on upon me at once like that. It's just rude. Okay. Hi. Okay. Okay, our other friend died. Oh god. Okay, we got a big boy. Okay. Where? 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 Ah. Sneaky. Yes. There's a node. We can have this on our side. Will that... Oh. Will that heal us then? still wonder if we can get one of these down. I don't think we can get one of the big boys though. No. Okay. God, just spawned in behind me. Okay. Okay. That took all of my concentration. We did it, guys. So a very important thing that I learned from doing that was the nodes. You can actually workplace recreation, play a single game in arcade mode, is you can actually seize the nodes, which I didn't realize that you could do. So you can seize them and it like heals you, which is very
So realistic these days.
which is very handy to know. That is so handy to know. Okay, let's allow revisit unique animation encountered before and take another trip to the ashtray maze. Ah, that's kind of cool. Okay, we got distracted then. That was very cool. But yeah, I didn't realize that we could take over the nodes and they will heal us while we're
Jesus, don't scare me like that.
this guy.
If you're talking right now, I can't hear you. It's a one-way system. Try to find an intercom.
Don't talk to me like I'm stupid. Where I kind of really don't want to talk to him. He's such a numpty. Where? Eagle limited AWE. Okay, well I'm assuming we're not going to be able to do anything. Bright Falls AWE.
Langston, it's me, Jesse.
I know. I can see you on the monitors. The cameras in there haven't worked since we sealed that sector off a couple years back.
Let me guess. You sealed it because of the monster guy.
Wait, did you see Dr. Hartman?
Yeah.
Jesus, I really wish you hadn't opened that fire break. Okay, listen, you need to find Hartman and kill him before he gets out into the Bureau.
That thing is a person?
He was a person. We brought him here to study after he was, altered in an AWE. I forget the medical word for what happened, but now light physically hurts him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a flashlight?
No.
A lantern? Headlamp? Oh yeah, flare gun. Oh, Christmas lights. You could wrap them around your...
I don't have any of those, Langston.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm sure you'll think of something. I'll keep an eye on you from the Panopticon.
Yeah,
This
but
is
you
kind of exciting, right?
Maybe from where you're standing.
right?
Right, okay. Well, break a leg. Oh, why did I say that?
Okay, this Hartman thing can't have gotten very far.
Okay, fight up Hartman. Okay.
Let's go flush him out. Langston was right. This is kind of exciting.
It's just nice to have someone to talk to, you know? Ever since I got put in charge of the Panopticon, people treat me different, like I'm crazy for wanting to work with altered items. People just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know? I don't want to brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items.
Doesn't
Still,
want to
I don't know why
brag.
people are making it so personal.
Right.
I mean, the teams in research...
Okay, bye Langston. Can we get another, is this the way we came in? Didn't think it was. It definitely wasn't. Yeah, Langston probably only got like the thing, or mainly got the thing because he wanted the bragging rights and to be able to watch things from the Panopticon, right? Okay. Nice. Okay, guys. Well, I am gonna leave this one here, I think. So we've still got quite a bit of like exploration to do as well. We've still got Atty's thing. Whoops, still pressing the wrong buttons at this far into the game. More collectibles. Okay, so fast. Arcade cabinet. Both items were purchased from a closing arcade in Something, Michigan as part of a program to improve employee well-being through recreation. The program was cancelled before any machines were dispersed throughout the oldest house, but not before these altered items were discovered. Teams in the research sector have voiced considerable interest in the items due to the fact that they only exhibit an altered effect when physically paired together, a codependent relationship previously unseen in altered items. Okay. However, after proving the items' altered status, the investigation staff insisted on keeping them, claiming that they are important for sector morale. To date, numerous petitions have been filed by research sector personnel to move the items and therefore more extensive analysis. Okay. We've also got 4 points. Billable hours, motel, okay. So astral constructs as well. Surge fires okay, when manually triggered or if the timer expires. Well, let's make it surge. Okay, let me just see. So how do we like sticky ones? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I can't press it. We like explodies in this game. Okay, 4. So can we do seize an additional enemy? Maybe duration for now. God, we're almost fully upgraded. I don't think we have anything for 1. No, except for melee. Poor melee. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this one here. God, that thing was so scary. That Hartman thing is just like really unsettling to look at. But yeah, we're well into the Alan Wake DLC now. Like I say, I don't really know that too much about Alan Wake and whatnot, so some of the references and whatnot are probably like just going over my head a little bit. But I hope you enjoyed this. It definitely has more spooky vibes. If you are enjoying it, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye everyone!